Welcome back to the reaction video. Today we are going to be checking out Elephant Cage by Overtonight, highly suggested by one of my lovely imps, Bobby Mom 078. Feel free to suggest any videos in the description down below, the comments section. I may see them, I may do stuff like this and react to them. I have yet to listen to anything from Overtonight yet. This will be the first entry into the channel, but I do look forward to listening to more. I don't know much about the song yet, other than I liked the thumbnail of it being like a kind of clown. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Whoop. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. First of all, this beat is not what I thought it was gonna be. It's very happy-go-lucky and like, I don't know, upbeat, just joyful. And then the lyrics are like, whoa, what the fuck? So I don't know the context of the artist or anything like that, so I'm not fully aware yet of what the song is going to be, or like if it's in reference to something that they've experienced in the past, or it's more of just like a emotional belting song. But those first couple lyrics are, hold on. Okay, first of all, okay, YouTube, we gotta just say, I do not, okay, promote or condone anybody waiting outside of anyone's house all goddamn day, thinking, trying to track someone down in this case. None of that, okay, none of that. All right, just gotta disclose that. Furthermore, the art style, this is fucking, I kind of like it just because it's like clearly MS Paint art. I wonder if the artist himself or themselves, whatever the fuck, did this themselves, or I mean, I would find it hard to believe if they didn't, but maybe they, I don't know, who knows. But it's very simple so far, and it kind of, in a weird way, like in a strange way, matches with the beat, right? Like it's kind of a, maybe this is like a, it's a clown song. It's the clown song. It's got the clown in the background. It's the clowny kind of, serious message, but like weird upbeat music song. So, oh boy. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. Okay. Whoa. First of all, to think, oh man. Okay, so a little bit, I guess, in depth. To think yourself, your purpose in life to be inside the elephant cage in a circus. He thinks he's a clown. He thinks, and he goes on to it. He's talking about, they think he's handsome just because he's tall. He's feeling not like connected, and I'm going to keep calling he because I think is he, but whatever. Point is, they think that they're like, they think that what they're being told is joke and no one's being serious. Maybe he feels, they feel a little bit, like not being genuine. They're a clown. Life isn't, having a hard time relating, I think. And when he is relating, it's to like wanting to blow his brains out, it seems. It seems like he's in a pain and in a big place of not belonging, which, that happens. And if this is about a relationship, oh boy, maybe. And if in this case, like the song suggested, this motherfucker lost his job because he didn't do shit, which at least he's honest about it, I guess. And then maybe this person lost their relationship that may have been there, only holding them there, holding them together. Oh boy, this could be a a big old fucking rolling cacophagous of just shit that has hit all at once. And this is more of a like, let me tell my story kind of moment. So oh boy. Oh boy. It is December. This is your Christmas song. This may or may not be to a specific person, or at least like, in reference to a specific person long past. Who knows? But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Called it. Okay, sorry, not the time for that. But called it. Okay, first of all, wow. So yeah, I mean, his whole life he's felt worried, but he's okay as long as he's not in the grave. That's one way to look at it. I for sure during my hard times have thought the same exact way. And to a degree, that's still what drives me a little bit. It can be hard to look at your situation, especially in the downtime, in these like very difficult moments. Let's say, for example, in this, where you lose your job, you feel like everyone's just like kind of taking you for one thing, being tall, and then feeling they're handsome, but like do they really think you're handsome, or is it just because you're tall? Is it like one aspect about yourself? Are you really being seen truly? It can feel all of that together can feel like a big old weight, and it's hard to ignore that sometimes, and to realize that realistically you're overthinking a lot, and your mind is going 1,000 miles per hour, and it needs to just slow the fuck down, and you need to reground yourself a lot of the time to really come to terms with who you are, and what you want to go for, and really restructure your entire life right now in this moment, not in totality. Maybe you don't gotta fucking burn the shit down, okay? No burning bridges, but like structure yourself, and to feel again like you're in so much pain, and at least you're not in the grave. Oh boy, that speaks wonders. And to go get a gun, and point that shit on my head, blow my brains out, it can feel a lot of times that's a solution. That's or at least for some people maybe it's not even a solution, but it's like it's an option always there. That's a kind of mentality you really should just try to eliminate. It's not an option. It shouldn't be an option. And boy, is it difficult to get out of that. So I don't want to deny or minimize the hardship that comes, and turning that around, and life will be there to make sure to kick you down the second you try to do any progress. It'll be a struggle uphill all the time, but in a way, ironically, making a song like this, being happy with it, and be kind of hey, look at my pain, look at this, and be it all kind of weird and kooky and a bit stylistically, it can help a lot, and a lot of people. So this is good. This is really good. And you got to do that. You got to do that sometimes. Oh no. Oh yeah. See, you gotta listen. Relationship time, relationship talk. Listen, there's gonna be plenty of people, and if you really connect with somebody and you really, really love them, but they, shit just happens sometimes. You get taken advantage of, and first of all, it's not okay, never okay. And then two, for it to be somebody that maybe you really, really admired and really looked up to, and felt you were going to be with, when things go awry, it can be really, really hard to let go of that. And it can take years and years of, half a decade or more to let them go, especially if they were kind of for like this in this story. From what I'm gleaming and what I can relate to is somebody who was there for you and was your beacon in a very hard time that will forever be tied to that moment. Every time you think back to that, you're going to think of them by your side, and it may have ended in a way that you were left kind of up and abandoned, and that's, first of all, horrible and traumatizing and terrible, and in no way should that ever be lightened or looked over at all. It should always be put on a pedestal to be looked at with a warm kind of light. Things like this, it can be hard, and as he said, I found a bunch of other hoes. You'll find a bunch of other hoes, okay? And what you have to understand is it's not about finding another hoe. It's about finding the right hoe, the next right hoe for you. Okay, that's a Cazbium message right there. Don't find just another hoe, find the right hoe, find the better hoe that'll replace that hoe. Because you got to realize that's just how it's going to have to be. Because these people, somebody like this in an example, somebody who I guess, left you in that moment of downward spiral, they were only in it, okay, and only have done it because of their own faults, okay? They are not at all somebody who is to be trusted, to be cared for like that. It's these are times where you have to realize the world is not on your side and not everyone is there. You have to take that kind of driving light and fucking pedal to the metal. Focus on big homie, okay? You got to focus on yourself. So, and that's going to be hard. That's going to be really hard to do. Okay, really, really hard to do. I mean, that's not a, and with moments like these, again, for the rest of your life, you're going to have to just accept that that's going to be tied to that. You can't block that out. So, I feel this song is so weird and kooky, but like lyrically, you just gotta try to push on. It's so hard. You gotta remember, they lost everything. Okay, they lost it all. You can continue on. That's just how it is. Did not expect it to go this deep. Oh my god, the clown. Oh my god. It's got 5 teeth. Okay. Oh no, it's second encore? Oh god, okay. Na 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 na. Oh my god, the elephant. Look at him, he's so angry. We denounce murder. We denounce murder. Okay. Is that it? Okay, no. Hold on. There's a little bit more. Is this just like encore? Okay, no. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was The Elephant Cage by Overtonight. Thank you again, Bobby, for the suggestion. That was the lyrics, you were right. I remember you telling me the lyrics are going to be a lot deeper, but the song, it's a bit more, I really like that. Because again, as I said before, I really like music that's kind of like this. Because again, I have like a fucking playlist of 6,000 songs. I've heard a lot of songs. Okay, I have a very diverse music discography. Okay, it takes a lot to kind of really get in there. And boy, that was good because it was like so the instrumentals and the beat were like so off from the lyrics, but like it was so meaningful, and like the message he was trying to, at least to me, put out there, I grasped it, at least I think, or at least a form of it. And stuff like this is very good because it's like, it's such a self expression that I hope, in at least, you know, I don't know, but I hope that to the artist and to the story they wanted to tell allowed them to express whatever it was they were trying to express, because stuff like this is so creative, and it's such a need in all people's lives, especially those who are like this, maybe a bit troubled or had a you know, some traumatizing experience that, you know, if you don't speak about it, it'll never go away. um so I appreciate the song and the lyrics, and I appreciate the suggestion. If you have any others, please leave them down in the comment section below. I look forward to reacting to them. I react to videos twice a week, Monday and Fridays. So that's where I'll be. And if you want to, check out the live streams Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at some point, CST, because I don't have a schedule like that. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. As always, I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.